Can I give one constructive? This English sometimes it's funny. We have received one that we can share because we're transparent. Like the one thing that we received, it was the one person that wrote, there was too much. Like the party went a little bit too to the electro house one time.
Yeah. That definitely.
And we were like, "You're right."
Oh, we can definitely talk about that actually. Yeah, I think we can just transition to that topic. Actually, it was a very good transition. So yeah, ParisLatino started as a reggaeton party, and over the years we have started to book DJs from other countries such as Spain, London, Amsterdam, and of course, in Spain you have like this rule when I talk to the DJs like that you do a reggaeton party and then you go up to electronics, and especially in Spain, people have told me that electronic music is very popular, so they do like a fusion. They do electronic and then they go down to reggaeton once again. I mean, you and I, we play maybe one or two cool electronic songs, but it's like with a remix. So how did you manage that feedback? Like, what was your reaction when that person said to you, like, okay, this party you guys went way too electronic?
Are we gonna be full transparent?
I mean,
let's go.
It is what it is.
So it was in Oslo. One of the party when we brought some DJs. In all of the DJs we brought, I think we brought Luigi from Londres, for example. But in that party in Oslo, in Rockefeller,
then
I think it was the Halloween party in Rockefeller. Maybe you can give me the date because you're better with those numbers and stuff.
I don't think. Okay.
Because on that party, I remember we received some comments about the speed because it was very fast. It was,
yeah, but it wasn't Luigi.
No, it was not Luigi. I'm thinking that
So
Luigi, Luigi, bro. Sorry, bro. I'm saying you came to the party, but it was not you who received the comment for, because you played reggaeton. But it was we received a comment.
Hard to do this without anybody misunderstanding it.
Yeah, but it is what it is. You can always write us. But the thing is, on that party, I received like it was too fast, and when I think we sat down and talked about it a couple of days later, and it was the truth. In that time, for me, it was a little bit difficult because we were beginning making those bookings.
Right.
So it was like, shit. It felt like a little bit of failure because we booked somebody and the booking didn't turn out to be that well. And it was in the beginning of doing so. So you get a little bit like discouraged. But thankfully, we managed to make better bookings. But we have had always that little problem.
I mean, we have had electronic. We have had the same feedbacks this year. You're talking about 2022.
I'm talking when we started receiving those types of feedback.
Oh, okay. So what about now? Do you think like in the Norway tour, we did way too much electro and didn't do enough reggaeton? Because that is something that is debatable. Because there are some DJs we have booked that I'm like, okay, it's too much electro with Spanish vocals. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes. And it's not only like one DJ, but I can see like a pattern.
I don't think, to be honest, we experienced that in Stavanger, for example, on the white party. And to be honest, I feel with the crowd. So if anybody tells me like I receive a feedback like that, it was too much electro. It was not. It didn't feel like reggaeton, even though there were Spanish lyrics.
Yeah.
I would say like I will take that to heart and I will tweak it. The one thing, I'm not defending those DJs, but in the future, if we ever book a DJ and you see this, understand that in Spain or other countries, because reggaeton is type of mainstream, maybe people are a little bit of, not necessarily tired, but you want to spice it up something in the club or in the nightclub.
Right, because Spanish people think that American or English music is exotic, and then you have like Norwegian, Scandinavian people think that Spanish music is exotic.
Yes. So when you are used to go to, like I said, like let me put it this way, this is an extreme, of course.
Not trashing any DJs, by the way.
No. But I gave an example earlier about this concept, hardstyle DNA. That is like, as the name says it, hardstyle.
Right.
That is people like that. That is kind of normal in Norway. Like if you see
in Netherlands
also,
yeah.
But like in this part with Latinos or the Latin culture is very tiny, like in Norway. When we make a ParisLatino, I feel with the people that they come for reggaeton.
Yeah, so I agree with you, man. It was something that I also thought about, like looking back. sometimes because we started this basically because we love and we still love reggaeton. Now we changed it to Scandinavia's number one Latin party because let's be honest, we do not only play reggaeton because now dembow has become so big that it's had to be like an own genre. Yeah. Brazilian funk is now so big. You have guaracha, you have like Afro beats, you have also Spanish Afro beats.
Yes, I was gonna say
that. So to call it a reggaeton party, I mean, it will be like it's not only. It is a reggaeton party because that's what the essence of ParisLatino is. But urban Latin music now is so diverse that I think we had to change it from reggaeton to Latin. Although
let me give you a question in there though.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's very true. We have changed it to Latin. What would you say to Latinos that say that, let's say they come to ParisLatino and they don't hear salsa, bachata, and rhythmic?
That's the thing. So I want to ask you, you think it's better? Because I actually changed it now on Instagram to Scandinavia's number one reggaeton party because I think that maybe that speaks more to the essence of the concept than calling it Latin. But what do you think about the argument I just made? Like, should we call it reggaeton or Latin?
I mean, I can find the flaws in both.
But what do you think it's closest to us?
Latin.
To ParisLatino. Latin.
Because we even have had some DJs that have played very cool Latin house.
That's true. That is true.
So maybe we should like like when you scroll below to the web page, in the end we should say PS.
We don't play we don't play cumbia, salsa, or bachata.
Cumbia ton I would love to hear.
I know, sometimes you can throw like the Manuel Turizo La Bachata and people have a good time. And you can throw a cumbia like.
But then again, that song, you see, it's urban.
La Bachata and Manuel Turizo?
I feel the bachata, like if you see the video, you see like Manuel Turizo is an urban artist. Right. So with that,
the song is not urban.
I think we should keep it to Latin, and people will.
We just made a decision on the spot. Okay, so yeah, that was one of the things. That was one of the constructive critics from 2024. Yeah. You guys, people said that you guys went a little bit away from reggaeton, and I actually agree with them.
Me too.
On some level, there were some parties where I reflected and I'm like, okay, we're kind of losing like the reggaeton essence here. And when you have like, I remember there was a Norwegian lady that came to us on the Halloween party in Kristiansand, that she says like, that was like last year, but she says like, remember that like we're here to like perreo, like to grind, you know. And I think, to be honest with the audience, it's like this difficult. It's a little bit difficult because we want to introduce ParisLatino to a brand new audience, or more say we have a broad audience, but a lot of Norwegians think that ParisLatino is salsa, is bachata.
Can I make just a quick point in there?
Yeah.
When we say Norwegians, we're talking about the people living in Norway that are Latinos in that sense.
Right, of course, because you can be Norwegian like us, but come from Latin America.
Or you can be Norwegian and come from Afghanistan or Eritrea. Or
Right. Because like one of the core values of ParisLatino is like we want to unite cultures, and we live in Norway and we love this country. We have served the military in this country, and we don't want to like create a brand that is only for Latinos. No. You know what I'm saying? It's like the beauty of our parties is that we have gotten Norwegians. We have gotten like 90% of people never spoke Spanish at our parties.
That's insane.
So the thing is that we try to balance how can we like make ParisLatino in the beginning. This was in the beginning, not so scary for Norwegians to come, and then not so English speaking. So Latinos would think that it's not a Latin party. It was a difficult balance because you have to like merge both of the cultures. Because we have people that say like, yeah, we love the vibe, but sometimes it's good to like hear songs in English because we don't understand Spanish, and
I get them.
It's cool to like hear one hit, and then you have people saying, oh, but like you need to only play Spanish music, and so
you feel pulled from two different sides.
it's difficult, and at the end of the day, but we want to like represent reggaeton, so it is a difficult task, man. And I remember like this year it has been a little bit difficult to manage that balance, but I think definitely. What are your thoughts on 2025 in regards to this matter?
Man, to be honest, I think it has been difficult, but I think that fight, it's something that we will have to deal with as long as we do ParisLatino.
Right.
So with that part, is for me, it's like next year will be a little bit of the same. We will receive the complaints. We will most def maybe book a DJ that does not understand, or maybe because you gotta be honest, you're a DJ, you're standing there with the decks in. Like I have the mic, I can just decide like I'm not gonna speak. But if you do something wrong,
Right.
you stop the party. So there are DJs that maybe sometimes when they see Norwegian people, they get a bit like, oh shit, I maybe should play something they understand.
Yeah.
In that order, maybe we will still experience that they bring the party into this electro or house vibe.
Right.
But it is our job to knowingly, it's like, bro, remember, 80% reggaeton example, and this part like that.
I think we need to have like a rule that you need to play 70% reggaeton, and you can play a little bit of this.
I would say 70% Latin urban.
Latin urban. True. And it's like it's true what you said. If you're a DJ and you're coming to Norway and you're seeing that people are not singing the songs in Spanish, you're very tempted to like, oh, I need to switch to an English hit, because like I don't want to disappoint the organizers and the people. So yeah, I think we need to be a little do a little better onboarding with the DJs.
Yes.
In 2025, saying that don't worry, like people are used to not understanding the music. They're here for the experience. They're here for because they hear that ParisLatino is a reggaeton party, is a Latin party. So just relax, because like if every time I see one people not dancing and I have to switch to like a single, it wouldn't be a Latin party. Like, So yeah, that's a good point. Actually.
And that's also the one thing that like Alex Salas told us a little bit, like how sometimes the industry is in Spain, like because Spain is one of the countries that you have so many festivals, so many parties that for them is like you can find a party every fourth corner of a street. Sometimes with the people in the front, they're like turning their backs to the DJ and they're just vibing with their people. When a DJ comes from a foreign country to Norway, and you're still like the people in the first two rows are always like looking at the DJ. It's very different. So I feel with the DJs, and I understand that struggle there.
Yeah, and
the solution, as you said, is a better onboarding. That is on us.
Yeah,
you see.
That is
so for 2025, that is like the one part that, in order to make the party even better, that's what we gotta fix.
And that is something that it's our responsibility to make it clear to people that this is first and foremost reggaeton. Don't worry, like people like it.